We hebben er nog 15 te gaan. Prachtige partijen staan er op het programma. We gaan verder met de eerste van onze Oosterburen. 4 in totaal hebben zich door het kwalificatietoernooi heen gespeeld. En de eerste is direct ook de oudste van de 4. Op dit moment de nummer 128 van de wereld. Speelde voor Duitsland in het verleden op de World Cup. Dames en heren, mag ik hartelijk applaus. Bernd Roith! En dan zijn tegenstander, die komt uit Engeland en dat is een wat bekender gezicht voor de meesten waarschijnlijk. Hij was verliezend finalist op de World Masters van 2010 en ook op de UK Masters van 2013. Dames en heren, de nummer 32 van de wereld. Please welcome KO Stuart Kellett!
First round afternoon of the Dutch Masters from Veldhoven continues with Stuart Kellett from Northwich in England up against one of the European qualifiers, Bernd Roith from Tübingen in Germany. And Bernd last night beat Michael Rastovic 6-4 and Zoran Lurkbacher 6-0 to book his place in the first round here. Up against Stuart Kellett, the 32-year-old who's making his way up the top 32. And last year in this event he lost in the first round to Michael Barnard 6-3. Made the UK Masters final earlier on in the year where he lost out to John Part. And these two actually met in a World Championship qualifier in 2013 with Stuart winning that 5-3. But another interesting matchup between one of the rising stars of the PDC up against someone who's been playing his darts in his native Germany for some good years, and he's a chef by trade, just a semi-professional player, and it'll be interesting to see how he does here, Dan.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, you might have seen Bernd Roith. I mean, he made an appearance at Ali Pali back in 2011, but first round loser Dennis Priestley gave him a bit of a hiding. You might have seen in the walk on there, Stuart Kellett being cheered on by Dean Winstanley in the crowd, although it looked like he, for all the world, like he was just going to carry on walking past him and not even acknowledge him. Sort of turned around and gave him a grudging little fist bump. Winstanley, the last game on today.
Will throw first in the match. First game, Bernd to throw first. Game on.
So it's the German who's got the advantage of throwing first. Already seen Dimitri Vandenberg make his way through to the second round as Bernd Roith straight into the treble 20. Can't follow it up.
85.
But yes, for the likes of Dean Winstanley, it's a long day and probably just wanted to soak up the atmosphere, see what the auditorium was like, and also obviously cheer on a fellow Brit in Stuart Kellett. couple of weeks back in Hildesheim, Kellett was given a real scare by Fabian Hertz before seeing off
28.
the youngster. And then eventually being beaten by Paul Nicholson in the second round was Stuart Kellett. But yeah, Fabian Hertz has qualified again. He's taken on the Pie Man, Andy Smith, later on today, in only his second ever professional tournament.
Looked like 60 on the floor there for Kellett. Not the way you want to start a tournament, particularly after you just put in 28 on your second visit.
100.
However, if you're going to have a bit of bad luck and the odd dodgy visit, let's do it on your opponent's throw.
80.
Decent recovery.
160.
But he's not left himself a shot, so Bernd Roith is going to get 6 darts from 116. He may only need the 3. Treble 20 for double 18. Well, it's not going to happen.
100.
But he'll leave himself double 8. And all Kellett can do is try and get down to a finish.
95. Bernd, you require 16.
So, first blood then to the German.
Bernd Roith.
Take an early lead here against Stuart Kellett. Bernd winning his 2-year PDC Tour card at Q School in 2012.
44.
You mentioned Stuart Kellett getting to the UK Masters final. Bernard also took part in that, beating Justin Pipe. So
100.
no stranger to big scalps is the German. The winner of this taking on Simon Whitlock tomorrow.
99.
Yeah, and Justin Pipe is a scalp in these European Tour events. He really is a force. Saw him make the final of the first one this year. Gone all the way in previous ones as well.
43.
I mentioned Stuart being beaten in Hildesheim a fortnight ago by Paul Nicholson. He'll be glad to see the back of Nicholson, as it was also Nicholson who beat Stuart Kellett at Ali Pali in the first round of the World Championship, 3-zip there.
Yeah, not had a great time of it at Ali Pali, Stuart Kellett. It'll come for him.
100.
From World Masters runner-up, world number 2 in the BDO for a while. Incredible talent. Just needs to click for him, and click for him on the big stage as well.
We'll see the crowd build as the evening wears on, I'm sure, here in Veldhoven. Wonder how many romantic couples are going to spend Valentine's Day at the darts.
Oh, that's a dream, isn't it? When you get the Valentine's Day card and you open up, it's 2 tickets to the Dutch Darts Masters on a Friday afternoon to see Bernd Roith and Stuart Kellett, as Bernd Roith looks to leave himself a handy finish. 80 off, so he'll be down for treble 19. More treble 7 will have to do.
154.
Well, it's on. Oh, and just edging into the wrong treble there, Stuart Kellett. And Bernd Roith to take a 2-0 lead. This is for a breaker throw, and he's only going to get 1 dart. And he's decided that it's at double 18.
40.
And he's missed outside by quite some distance, but this is not a gimme for Stuart Kellett. Treble 14. Well, 20 for tops. And it's plenty out the way, just moves over to stay out the way of those flights. And does it so expertly. 74 checkout, and Stuart Kellett levels the match up.
Yes, that'll just settle Stuart. Relief there. Just missing the double top with the first dart, but then expertly gliding the third one in.
Now, a chance for Kellett against the throw to steal the darts and get his nose ahead in this one. He's not taken advantage of it.
Crowd starting to find their voices. We heard the first chant of Michael van Gerwen's name. They'll have to wait until tomorrow to see MVG in action when the seeds come into play here.
This is pretty much his hometown tournament. MVG as Kellett looks for a 180 and finds it. First one of the match, and Stuart Kellett now really does have an advantage in this leg. He's not left himself a finish, but Bernd Roith could be some way back. In fact, another 26. Second one of the leg for Bernd Roith. That does him no favours at all, and 6 darts from 163. Kellett would back himself to get this, but he needs to find a treble to make life a lot easier for him, and there it is.
Great last start to leave himself on a 2-dart finish when he comes back. Roith does find a big treble, but it may be in vain.
Well, that's not what he wanted. He wanted treble 10. 45 off leaves you 21, Stuart. Which way are you going? 5 for double 8? It will be. But it won't be the double 8. And Bernd Roith to steal this leg away. A leg where he's had 2 visits of 26. And he's still got a chance. Well, that is as far away from treble 18 as you'll see a professional dart player throw it.
42. Stuart, you require 16.
Double 4.
8.
Well,
more missed darts from Stuart Kellett.
a let off for Bernard, who slipped in more senses than one with that last attempt. Double 16, and he gets it.
Bernd Roith, 4-legged Stuart to throw first.
To go 2-1 up, and with the throw then. And Stuart will kick off with a ton 80. That's what Stuart will do. I was going to say, he may well rue that those missed attempts at a double. Could have been 2-1 up here, instead finds himself 2-1 down, but kicking off with a ton 80. It's just what the doctor ordered.
26.
And another 26 from the German.
Yeah, I've had games like that, Bernd. Well, four perfect darts. I was just about to get excited there. But 100 will do for Stuart Kellett. And it's key there that with those missed doubles that he did kick off this leg so well. You saw with Josh Payne, he had that leg against Dimitri Vandenberg in the first match, where thought he should have won it. And then just lost the game from then. Vandenberg pulled away. Payne couldn't find his best stuff. But this is a response from Kellett. 96 will leave him on a finish, and Bernd Roith is way back. Oh, yet again, you see one in the 5 and one in the 1. It's all a bit scattergun from Bernd Roith. Even when he gets one good dart, it's no indicator that the other two may follow. Kellett would have preferred to put more than 45 on the board there. But Bernd Roith, even a 180, isn't going to leave him on a finish. All he can do is just chip away at it.
140. Stuart require 80.
So Kellett should get at least one dart at a double. He's coming down. Well, he's going treble 16, double 16. More missed doubles. Can he end that? No, he can't. He's on the wrong side of it.
Luckily, Roith's still well behind despite that good visit last time out. And here's another treble come flying in, and 2. Is he going to make it 3? He does.
32.
Well, Bernd Roith absolutely stole the last leg when Kellett was in control. Is he going to get a chance to do so here? He's not.
Stuart Kellett, this leg is Bernd to throw first.
Well, that would have been a travesty. He's more than 300 points ahead at one point in that leg.
Yes, he felt Stuart had to hit that double there. Yes, Bernard, one of 8 European qualifiers to get through here. There are also 4 home nation qualifiers from the Netherlands. And then we have the top 16 players of the PDC Pro Tour Order of Merit coming in as the seeds tomorrow. As another ton 80 comes flying in from Kellett.
Roith looking to respond. Well, that's 3 180s in the last 3 legs for Kellett. He should have won the previous 2. Oh, 4 perfect darts. And 5. Oh my word. It was 4 perfect darts in the last leg, 5 in this one. Follow that to its logical conclusion, Mike.
Yes, it'd be nice to see a 9 dart here this weekend in Veldhoven.
But importantly, it has bought him the opportunity to break the throw for the first time in the match, and he doesn't stay straight. You can see the frustration from him there. He has got a 2-darter though, and Roith is back on 214. And oh, what would you bet on another one in the Fat 5? Maybe it. Oh, it wasn't far off. But 41 just ain't good enough. And he's got 6 darts from 96, Kellett. 76 left. And that is exactly where he wanted it, and just misses inside. But he will be back.
Yes, it's solid, steady stuff from Stuart Kellett at the moment.
137.
If unspectacular, he's getting the job done and has a chance to go ahead here against the throw, against the 54-year-old German. And indeed he does for a 3-2 lead. The man from Northwich.
Looks like it's Stuart to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, he's made a meal of finishing legs. But those 3 180s he's hit have at least given him the opportunities. Now if he can consolidate here, hold his throw. Oh, that's certainly not how you want to consolidate it, but it's a good last start. What has Roith got?
So a chance for Kellett to turn the screw here with a big visit, and that's a great way to start it. That's even better. Can he get all 3 in there?
140.
Well, again, it's 1 good dart out of 3 from Roith. But he is quite some way back, and he's going to be even further back here as Stuart Kellett looks to leave himself a finish, doesn't quite manage it.
Those first 2 darts perfectly packed in the middle of the treble 20, but couldn't find a way through for a 3rd one. But it still leaves him comfortably ahead, and that was again another visit without a treble for Roith.
There's Kellett.
100.
Another ton. You can see the grouping of his darts is just far superior to Roith's. It's like Roith's 3 darts have never even met each other. Again, we see that's a fair distance off. Another 26.
45.
45. But Stuart Kellett looking at a 4-2 lead here if he can take out 81. Well, that's not the way you go. Well, that certainly gives him a chance. But it's double 11. Oh, there you go. Such trouble on the doubles at times for Stuart Kellett. But then taking out 81 on double 11 of all doubles.
Yes, and Ian East on Twitter watching us saying, don't know whether it's his new darts, but Stuart's throw seems to be a lot stronger. The darts going in very nicely. They are at the moment.
60.
4-2 lead here. And looking to book his place in the second round against Simon Whitlock, the number 9 seed.
100.
Yeah, it's as you called it, Mike. Solid but unspectacular from Kellett. Roith isn't really putting him under that much pressure. But his throw does look decent.
78.
Don't know if he's keeping his new darts in the fridge like his old ones. One of the peculiarities of Stuart Kellett's game. As he looks for another 180. This will be his 4th of the match, and there it is. There it is, Stuart Kellett. Wow, frustrating there for Kellett. And a great opportunity to really try and put this game to bed. But a big score from Roith. Well, 140 would certainly help.
85.
Again, we see him failing to stay straight and he's shaking his head. Frustrating times for the German as Kellett looks to leave himself on a finish. Oh, a little bit unlucky there with the deflection.
100.
He's gone all around that first dart without finding another treble.
Yes, it was one good dart out of 3 yet again for Roith, as we've seen with so many visits, that last one. Yes, and again finds the treble with the third there for a ton, but Kellett on 79 to go to within 1 leg of the match. 20 would leave double top. Can he sneak it in past there? He can indeed.
Stuart Kellett.
Great execution of the double top for Kellett. And he now just needs 1 more leg here to book his place in Saturday's second round against Simon Whitlock.
Yeah, and that's some game. If Kellett can find the scoring power he showed here, be a bit more deadly on his doubles, because you don't think Simon Whitlock's going to give him as many chances as Bernd Roith. Well, it's not been a stellar start to the Premier League from the big Aussie, certainly has to be said.
Now, I know he was under the weather
45.
in Liverpool for the first week, but the big Aussie lost again last night down in Bournemouth,
140.
where he was beaten by Gary Anderson 7-2. Gary Anderson, the winner of the first European Tour event of 2014 in Hildesheim a fortnight ago. A much needed return to winning ways for the Scotsman.
83.
Yeah, exciting times if Gary Anderson's playing well again. I think it was at least 108 average in there. Nearly came back straight from holiday when I heard he was playing that well.
55.
He's box office.
Yes, he had a good tournament. Ronnie Baxter, he played some of the best darts we've seen him play for years in the tournament.
60.
Well, I feel Bernd Roith challenge, such as it is, maybe petering out here. A 2-1 lead has turned into a 5-2 deficit.
100.
Ooh, and Kellett nearly finding the treble bet again, but a ton should be enough. Edging towards victory.
100. Stuart, you're in pile 146.
Stuart just having a little chat to himself at the back of the stage, saying come on, he knows that victory is within his sights. So 74 scored, so 72 left. And a good pick off of the treble 12 there. And yes, Roith with a shake of the head. Double 18 for Kellett for a 6-2 win. No messing. Good performance from the Englishman. He'll take on Simon Whitlock in the second round tomorrow. Next up, it's another European qualifier, the Maximizer, Max Hopp. He's up against the Northern Irishman, Michael Mansell. That's here in a couple of minutes' time.
Dames en heren, kwam uit Duitsland, kwam het kwalificatietoernooi door, maar de eerste ronde is het eindstation. Mag ik een hartelijk applaus uit Duitsland, Bernd Roith! Stuart safely through to the second round. I think the scoring made a difference there, didn't it?
Yeah, I scored well, but struggled with doubles at the start, but I got there eventually, so happy.
Holland, you've been here before, obviously.